Acting as if, shape-shifting your personality or trying to become her is not going to take you to the goal of having a successful personal brand. Princesses like to hang out in the world of self-discovery, the Pinterest board, acting as if, because it's all about flirting with the idea of truly being who God has called you to be. But when you're in that queen mode and you're launching a successful, authentic brand that can reach millions of people, can influence and impact so many people's lives for the better, it's all about living in the realm of devotion.
Welcome to the Queen Path. This kingdom class serves as a royal remembrance to embody the woman God has called you to be.
Hello, royalty. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sola, and I'm the founder of the brand The Queen Path. And we're super passionate about helping female leaders reach their highest potential with the highest power. And in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through my 3-step method towards launching a successful and authentic brand without acting as if, shape-shifting your personality, or branding a false identity. So let's get right into it. Now, the reason why actors get paid so much money, so much money, is because there is nothing more exhausting than playing a false character. Even in the Bible, in James 1:18, it says that a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. And if you're in a season in your life where God is trying to call you to cultivate a personal brand, to maybe attract your dream partner or establish your online authority as the go-to person in your industry, whatever your reason is, you're not going to get there by trying to play a false character. It's really important that you understand it's not about playing a character or acting as if, it's all about character development. So the reason why you might even be feeling confused or uncertain or stuck when it comes to launching your personal brand is because you've been programmed with all of these different personalities. You've been programmed to believe that you have to keep shape-shifting your identity in order to get the things that you want. And I'm telling you, the more you plug yourself into that pattern, all you're going to be doing long term is living a life that feels super out of alignment and super inauthentic. Now, in order for you to shift out of analysis paralysis or confusion around your personal brand to shifting into clarity and confidence, you have to go through these 3 phases. Phase number 1 is discover. If you're trying to build a brand like a queen, you have to go through the discovery phase. And that discovery phase is not just about, let me find out what my passions are and what do I like talking about and what my Pinterest aesthetic fashion is going to be. Those things are fun, but if you're building your brand centered around vanity, you're not really going to be in alignment with God's will. You want to build your brand from that queen perspective, and every queen has a responsibility to serve her people. The first thing you want to do when you're building an authentic brand is really begin to discover what problems that are happening in the world that have an emotional toll on your heart. This is how you truly cultivate something from a place of love and authenticity versus a place of vanity and insecurity. You don't want to start with yourself, you want to start with the world. What problems is God constantly revealing to me? What problems am I constantly paying attention to? Why do I keep doing research about this specific area? Why am I drawn to helping people in this specific area? Take some time to really get clear and discover the problems that God has given you the wisdom and the skill set to help solve. There's a famous quote from Elon Musk that says, "We get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of the problems that we solve." Meaning the people in the world who make the most amount of money think like problem solvers. When you're approaching building a brand from a problem-solving solution that is rooted in your heart, you're going to be moving with a lot more clarity. You're going to be moving with a lot more conviction. And that is the power of a personal brand. Personal brands are not just about aesthetics and vibes. When people feel that there's an essence of clarity and confidence and conviction moving through you, that's actually what's going to make your brand more magnetic. It's not about your aesthetics only. That's what's going to make your personal brand magnetic. So the first thing you really want to do is discover. I would recommend getting a journal and really just sitting with yourself and asking yourself, God, what are the problems that you want me to pay attention to? What is the wisdom that's living inside of me that can help people that God has really given me a heart for? What is it, those skill set, the knowledge, the wisdom, the information that I have that can help solve other people's problems? That is the first step to cultivating a personal brand. Again, it's not about going first to the Pinterest board and finding the aesthetics and the vision of what it looks like. It's really about adopting that mindset of a queen, but also the heart of a queen. And there's problems that God has been showing you in the past year, the past 2 years, maybe since you were a kid, that he's making more and more obvious in this season. And if you have not really gotten that clarity yet, ask God, God, what are the problems that you have given me the wisdom to help solve? What is that specific solution that is living inside of me that I can offer to the world? That is what's going to really get you out of the confusion and the lack of clarity and really begin to position yourself to being a woman of authority. And if you need a little bit more clarity about that discovery process, take our free quiz below. It's going to help you figure out what your queen archetype is, which is going to give you a little bit more clarity about what your purpose is. So that quiz is going to be linked in the description. After you go through the discovery process, you want to move into decision. You want to move into the realm of decision. So let's say you've gotten really clear, okay, I have the wisdom, knowledge, and skill set to solve this problem. The next thing you want to do is decide, what throne am I here to claim? What do you want to be the go-to person for? The reason why it's really important to claim a throne is because it makes it a lot easier for your assigned people to find you. Even if that assigned people is like your future husband or your next business partner, it does not matter. All of these principles are the same. You want to be really clear with what throne you are here to claim. It's all going to come down to your reputation. Every king and every queen understands the power of a good reputation. In fact, even in the Bible, like the story of Joseph, Joseph was like in a prison, mastering the skill of being an amazing dream interpreter. And it was literally him mastering that skill and really building his reputation of being the go-to person for dream interpretation. That's what allowed him to go from prisoner to being the right-hand man of Pharaoh. We even see this in the story of Daniel. It was the reputation of Daniel's wisdom that took him into being like that right-hand man for the king. And if you're in a season in your life where you still feel super unclear or indecisive or uncertain, it's because you're afraid to go all in on claiming the throne. And I'm telling you, it's really important that you become more decisive. And one of the most important decisions you're going to make is claiming a throne. So let's say that you've already gone through the discovery process, but you might be feeling really unclear in how to claim a throne, how to establish your online authority. Then definitely check out our program. It's called the Authority Accelerator that you can apply in the description below. So once you've discovered what problem that God has called you to solve and you start to claim a throne, after that, you're going to move into phase 3, which is all about devotion. And devotion is the place where queens dwell. Princesses like to hang out in the world of self-discovery, the Pinterest board, acting as if, because it's all about flirting with the idea of truly being who God has called you to be. But when you're in that queen mode and you're launching a successful, authentic brand that can reach millions of people, can influence and impact so many people's lives for the better, it's all about living in the realm of devotion. The realm of devotion is about going all in. It's not about going all in on acting as if. It's not about going all in on like playing a Pinterest board character. It's about going all in on mastering the skill set, the area of wisdom, the area of knowledge that God has called you to master. And again, you're not going to really know what this is if you skip phase 1, if you skip going through the process of really discovering and researching what problems that are in the world that God has given you the wisdom and the knowledge and the ability to help solve. If you skip that process, it's going to be really hard for you to be devoted to anything because you don't even know who you're going to be devoted to. You don't know why you're devoted to these things because they're not truly coming from your heart. The reason why so many people are stuck when it comes to launching a successful brand, posting consistently on social media, is because their heart is not all in on serving the people and helping those people with those problems. If you don't really care about people, if you don't have a heart for people, you're not going to be able to have a successful brand because brands are all about impacting people. And the secret to devotion is making sure that your mind and your heart is committed to the people that God has called you to serve. So it's really important that you're really connected to that why. And that why cannot just be living in here. The why has to be living in your heart. You have to have a heart for people. Once you discover the problems that you're here to solve, you decide what throne you're here to claim, and you become a devoted queen, I'm telling you, not only are you going to have a successful brand, you're going to be making a lot more money. You're going to be attracting a lot more opportunities, but you're also going to to feel like you're in alignment. If you go through these three different phases, not only will you have a successful and authentic brand, and you're also going to be making a lot more money. You're going to attract a lot more aligned people who are connected to your purpose, and you're overall going to feel a lot more fulfilled. And so if you're interested in launching your brand online and cultivating a really authentic online presence, establishing yourself as a go-to person in your desired industry, definitely apply for the Authority Accelerator. You can find it linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching this Kingdom class. I pray that it was insightful, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Queens.